cintura chiquita, mata la cancha, puesta fuera lo normal. Tú lo bates como la vena de abuela. Hay muchas mujeres, pero tú ganas por tela. Enseñando mucho y todo por fuera. Tu diseñador no quiso gastar en la tela. Oh, mamá, tú eres la fama. Estás conmigo y te va mañana. Cuando lo mueves, todo más sana. Eres mi antídoto cuando tengo ganas. Oh, mamá, tú eres la fama. Estás conmigo y te va mañana. Cuando lo mueves, todo me sana. Eres mi antídoto cuando tengo ganas. Y eres loco, loco contigo. Yo trato y trato, pero baby, no te olvido. Tú me tienes loco, loco contigo. Yo trato y trato, pero baby, aquí yo sigo. Oh, I make it hot, hot, body on top, top, kiss me up, wanna lift, lock, lock, party won't stop, stop, and it's 4 o'clock, block, I just out, block, I can get you one, yeah, tell your best friend, should you want, cause when I have fun, I'm really run to, move, your body know you want to, 1, 2, baby, I want you, cute face, little waist, yeah, move to the base, that ass need a seat, you can sit on me, that's my old girl, yeah, she an antique, you got that new body, yeah, you an art piece, you like salsa, yeah, I'm saucy, caliente, oh caliente, 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 tú me tienes loco.
Whenever you're ready, we'll just go.
I sent him a text.
Here we go, Saints. Go girls.
Now at the plate, the catcher number 3, Kaylin Galvin.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to St. Martin's University as we are attempting to get some softball in here in the GNAC. Montana State Billings visiting Lacey, Washington. We are in the top of the first. This game originally slated for 10 a.m., pushed back due to rain, and there is quite a bit more in the forecast, so we will see how much softball we can get in here this morning into the afternoon. Sean Wally here with you. Producer Matt Schwerzler rocking as always. We are looking at Kaylin Galvin, the catcher, up second for Montana State. We had a long fly out by leadoff hitter Marley Nieto to right field. There's another fly out to right field, and Galvin is retired. 2 outs made out there by Griffiths in right field. Bryn Lucht is the left fielder for Montana State Billings, and she is in the box from the right side. Of course, the all-everything Chloe Leverington in the circle for St. Martin's. Nice rise ball there that Bryn could not connect with. Count even at 1-1. 2 down here in the top of the first. Dry at the moment here in Lacey. That pitch upstairs. 2-1. Leverington delivers. That one fouled back. Count even 2-2. Jaslyn on deck for the Jackets. Leverington's 2-2. Gets her swinging, and that will end the top of the first. St. Martin's, their first ups next here on the Saints Digital Network.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. At the end of a half inning, Yellow Jackets 0, Saints coming to the plate.
I was actually asking Andy if you guys, I don't have yours a correct number. I was like,
Clean drinking is very bad. Yo, I got a fake ID though. Yeah. Clean drinking is very bad. Yo, I got a fake ID though.
Leading off for your Saints, the shortstop, number 23, Ashley Goodell.
Back here in Lacey, Washington, St. Martin's University. This is Saints softball, bottom of the first. First at-bats for St. Martin's. Ashley Goodell, the shortstop, leading things off from the left side. Caitlin James in the circle for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch, just a little low. 1-0 to Goodell. James rocks, fires. Bunt down by Goodell, picked up by the catcher, but it is foul. Goodell was hustling up that line. Would have been a very close play at first. But instead, we'll do the 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. fouled down the third baseline. James, a long look in. The 1-2. Goodell staying alive. Just put bat on ball.
Yeah, just because Sandy's on the way down.
Oh, gotcha.
So I just.
St. Martin's 6-4 on the conference season. MSUB right behind them at 5-5. James, the 1-2. Goodell sends it into left field. A leadoff single for Ashley and the Saints. Good start for St. Martin's. A long battle with Caitlin James. Goodell wins that one. Heather Ebner now, the Saints' first baseman. Also from the left side. Back-to-back lefties. That's smack to first base. No. It's a fair ball, and so now the Saints have 2 on quickly. That hit off the first baseman. Hot shot to first, unable to be handled. Karams towards the bag. Saints in business. 2 on for Shelby Lawson. Lawson playing second base here this morning. Sends it to the shortstop. Double play possibility. They get the force at second, and that is it. Runners at the corners now for the Saints with 1 down. Good opportunity here for St. Martin's. Heavy lefty lineup, at least in the first half. James delivers. 1 strike. Haley Agena in the box. And she fouls that off. Great opportunity here for St. Martin's. Runners at the corners, just 1 down. Again, as the Saints center fielder. Looking to get St. Martin's on the board early. That pitch upstairs. Long look in from Caitlin James. She rocks, delivers. Grounder to second base, easily over to first. But on the play, the Saints take the lead. Ashley Goodell scores, and it's 1-0 St. Martin's here in the first. MSUB took the out and gave up the run. Of course, not as much time to get runners on the base paths with the shorter distance. There's a steal opportunity, and the ball goes into left field. Throw was high. Don't look now. Saints up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. That high throw from Kaylin Galvin behind the dish. No chance for Avery Gray to haul that one in at third base for MSUB. Just like that, base is empty, but 2 in for St. Martin's. Kakai Schultz from the right side, the Saints catcher. She pops it up. Foul ground. Catch made by Jaslyn at first base for MSUB. The first inning is done. Saints strike twice. 2-0 St. Martin's as we head to the second here on the Saints Digital Network. Top of the second here at St. Martin's University. Sean Wally with you. It's MSUB visiting St. Martin's. Yellow Jackets trailing 2-0. And wow, right fielder Annalise Griffiths has been very busy. That's already her third putout. That one a line drive. And Jaslyn is retired. Lauren Blazczak, the second baseman, sends a pop deep into the left field line, and the catch is made for out number 2. Nice grab over there by Dewey's. 2 pitches, 2 outs. You can't ask for much better than that from Chloe Leverington. Let's see if she can go 3 for 3. It might happen, and it will. A 3-pitch inning. Are you kidding me? 3 pitches, 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the bottom of the second after this on the Saints Digital Network. Jules de Trinidad, the designated player, leading things off here in the bottom of the second. Saints already up 2-0, and we are still flabbergasted at a 3-pitch inning from Chloe Leverington. She was delivering strikes for the Saints, and MSUB was up there hacking. Good on both Leverington and the MSUB Yellow Jackets for seeing ball and hitting it. Not only that, but we got to get through these innings because rain is in the forecast. An easy pop up there to second base. Handled by Blazczak. 1 down for St. Martin's here in the second. Kaylee Walker, the Saints' third baseman. Caitlin James rocks, fires. Just a little bit downstairs, 1-0. The American flag in center field is sleeping in on this Sunday morning. No movement at all. So no breeze out there right now. A lot of rain on the weather app on this Sunday. So crazy, isn't it? Had nearly 70 degrees, beautiful yesterday, and a few hours later, it's like it never happened. Welcome to any day in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks, Pacific Ocean. 3-1 now. Strike on the inside corner. It is 3-2, full count. To Walker with Griffiths on deck. James delivers 3-2. Skied to center. Should be no issue, and it is not. Nieto makes the catch for out number 2. St. Martin's leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. These quick innings have to be the recipe drawn up by both clubs. Montana State Billings didn't travel all this way to not get a game in. Annalise Griffiths from the left side. Sharp grounder to second, bobbled momentarily. Maintain composure and throw across from Dipwick, and that will retire the Saints in the second. We head to the top of the third. 2-0 St. Martin's on the Saints Digital Network.
St. Martin's 2, Montana State Billings 0.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. I'll make 11 in the room with the face down.
Leading now for the Jackets, the designated player number 27, Ashley Aiken.
Sean Wally with you, producer Matt Schwersler here at St. Martin's University. Montana State Billings needing some runs. Chloe Leverington trying to match last inning. 3 pitches, 3 outs. Doesn't get any more better than that. And hey, 1 pitch, could it be an out? Fire across from short. What a dig there at first base. Great job on both sides. Ashley Goodell with the recovery. Heather Ebner, the nice pick over there at first base. That's 4 pitches, 4 outs in the last 2 innings for Leverington. And that streak ends there, as that was just a bit outside. We'll have to get our stats historian on it to see what the record is for consecutive pitches and outs. Avery Gray swings through that one. 1-2 to Gray. We're in the top of the third. 2-0 Saints. The 1-2 off the end of the bat. The movement on that ball, it was breaking away from Gray. It's pretty incredible what these pitchers can do in softball. Make the ball rise, move in, out, and there is a strikeout over the outside corner. Leverington gets Gray. 2 down for MSUB here in the third. Kennedy Dipwick takes a look at strike one. Dipwick at short here this morning for the Jackets. Leverington's 0-1. Dipwick fouls that off. Count quickly 0-2. Leverington fires home. That ball skied, foul grounds, and out of play. Dipwick staying alive. Count 0-2 with 2 down. Nobody on. Jackets trailing 2-0 to the Saints. Leverington's 0-2. High and outside. Nice grab by Schultz. Leverington the 1-2. Again down the first baseline. Nobody able to get to it. Leverington ready with the 1-2. Dipwick down on strikes, and that ends the Jackets' top of the third. We head to the bottom. It's St. Martin's 2, MSUB nothing from Lacey on the Saints Digital Network. Bottom of the third here in Lacey. St. Martin's leading 2-0 over Montana State Billings. It's a grounder to second base. Quick throw over, 1 pitch, 1 down. And DeWeese is retired for the Saints. Back to the top of the order, it's Ashley Goodell for St. Martin's. She's 1 for 1. That one misses. 1-0. Thought for a second James was going for 3 pitches, 3 outs when she had that first pitch out, getting DeWeese. Bunt down, but it's foul. 1-1 to the Saints shortstop. And the umpires are discussing something. It's not about the rain just yet. A lot of rain in the forecast. Umpires return to their bases. As far as we know, it's 1-1 with one down. Count goes to 2-1. Caitlin James, the 2-1. Over the outside corner for strike two. The 2-2 from James. Hot smash to first. Nice job handled over there by Jaslyn. She steps on the bag for out number 2. Heather Ebner getting her second shot from the dish. 1-for-1, the Saints' first baseman. That pitch outside, ball 1. Nobody on base. 2 down for the Saints. We're in the third. James, the 1-0. Grounder to second. Handled over there easily by Blazchek, and that'll retire the Saints in the third. We head to the fourth. 2-0 St. Martin's from Lacey on the Saints Digital Network. Already in the top of the fourth. If you blinked, you missed the first 3 innings. Just about 25 minutes gone by. 3 innings done. Of course it helps when Chloe Leverington calls up 3 pitches for 3 outs, as she did in the second inning. That actually went to 4 pitches, 4 outs, because she got the first out of the third on a 1 pitch. Hot shot to short. Bobbled momentarily, picked up, composure maintained. Shelby Lawson, the throw across, gets the out. 1 down for MSUB here in the fourth. Nieto retired. Kaylin Galvin from the right side for the Jackets. First pitch misses. 2-0 to Galvin, the Jackets catcher. The senior, long way from home, Reno, Nevada. That pitch fouled away out of play. 2-1 to Galvin. Leverington in the circle. Delivers. Just a bit high and outside. 3-1. Leverington also a senior out of Forks, Washington. The 3-1. Fouled away over the Saints dugout. Saints have a first base side dugout. Visitors, third base side. Leverington, 3-2. Ripped down the third base line, but foul. Leverington not going to give in to anybody. Not often she has a 3-ball count. Lucked on deck, the 3-2. That one's in play. Skied to left center field. Catch made out there. 2 down now for MSUB here in the 4th. We are trucking along, which is a very good thing because we have 2 games today, hopefully. A lot of water in the forecast, but right now it's surprisingly dry. Leverington right down Main Street, 0-1 to Bryn Lucht. Lucht out of Wakanda, Illinois. MSUB going far and wide to find their roster. That pitch not even close. Good thing Lucht isn't a lefty. That would have plunked her. Lucht fouls that back to the screen. 1-2, 2 outs, top 4, nobody on. Saints leading 2-0 in this GNAC battle. Leverington fires home. That ball fouled to the Jackets dugout. Leverington ready with the 1-2. Low. Evens the count at 2-2. Leverington gets the strikeout, and that ends the Jackets' 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Saints on the Saints Digital Network.
At the end of 3.5, the score remains St. Martin's 2, Montana State Billings.
Bottom of the 4th here in Lacey, Washington. We're on the campus of St. Martin's University. Sean Wally with you, producer Matthew Schwerzler. Handling so much Switching cameras. The score, the outs, the graphics. He does it all. We need to throw a headset on him, and he would really do it all. Sharp single into left field by Shelby Lawson. Leadoff single for St. Martin's here in the fourth. Haley Agena now for St. Martin's from the left side with Lawson at first base. Lawson's running, the throw down to second base. Lawson is safe with a steal of second. Bunt down, and it is foul. Saints up 2-0, looking for more. James ready with the 1-1. Grounder to second. Easily underhanded over to first for the out. On the play, Lawson moves over to third. Kakai Schultz now. The Saints catcher is 0 for 1. She'd love to bring Lawson in from third, and she has a chance to do that right here, right now. It's 3-0. Lawson scores. Two down. That's skied into shallow center. Handled out there by Nieto, and the Saints are retired here in the fourth. They get a run on a sacrifice fly. We head to the fifth. 3-0 St. Martin's on the Saints Digital Network. Top of the fifth we go. 3-0 Saints. MSUB looking for their first run. I'm going to give this a go. First baseman Jaslyn Kalehuavehi, and she sends it into the outfield. Nobody's going to get it. So a nice single by the MSUB first baseman. Good start to the fifth. Kalehuavehi points. Gold star. something. Gold star to match the MSUB jerseys.
He's now running at first base for the Jackets. Number 8, Emily Brevig.
Although, technically it's a yellow, their jersey. Blazczak now, 0 for 1. 3-0 St. Martin's here in the 5th. Home plate umpire cleaning off the plate. Blazczak shows bunt, gets it down. Third baseman picks it up for St. Martin's, fires to first, and that is in time for the out. Nice play by Walker. On the play, pinch runner advancing from first to second for MSUB. Hurst with a single into left field. Runner holds at third. Hurst pushing for 2. She doesn't even slide. Play was pretty close. But she is safe. So MSUB now has 2 on. Pinch runner is Emily Brevig out at third. 1 down for MSUB, and they're knocking on the door. Pitch inside. Hurst at second, Brevig at third. Ashlyn Akers fouls that one away. Two and 1 the count. This is by far the toughest inning for Chloe Leverington in the circle for St. Martin's. The 2-1 to Akers. Another 3-ball count from Leverington. Saw one last inning. Don't see many of them from Chloe. The 3-1. Looks good, and it is over the outside corner, strike 2. Two on, full count pitch. Foul territory down the third base line, and it is foul. So we'll do the 3-2 dance again. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Jackets looking to get on the board. Runners at second and third. The 3-2. Fouled away again. Another 3-2 pitch from Leverington. Hit up the middle. MSUB on the board. Scoring is Brevig. Right behind her is Hurst. A 2 RBI single for Ashley Akers, and it's 3-2 Saints. Apparently, producer extraordinaire Matthew Schwerzler has ordered a rain shadow effect for St. Martin's University because the weather app claims it's raining, and it will rain for at least the next hour. And as I say that, we think we see sprinkles. It is the 5th inning, so we need to get through another half inning. But MSUB would love to tie the game, and then nobody could win. Wouldn't that just be par for the course? Avery Gray from the right side for the Yellow Jackets. Levington, her roughest inning, I should say. She's giving up the 2 runs here this inning. Count 1-1 on Gray, with Akers at first after her 2 RBI single. Gray fouls that to the screen. Gray's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She's playing third base for the Jackets. Levington rocks, fires. Got ahead of that one. Foul down the third base line. Gray is a freshman from Gillette, Wyoming. One and 2 to Gray. Still only 1 down in the top of the 5th as rain does begin to fall here in Lacey. That one skied, foul ground. Over there making the catch is Kaylee Walker for St. Martin's. 2 down now as the rain is upon us. Leverington over the inside corner for strike 1 to Kennedy Dipwick. Dipwick, a freshman from Missoula, Montana. Leverington gets her to foul that one off. Count goes to 0-2. Leverington gets Dipwick swinging, and that ends the top of the 5th. MSUB strikes twice. It's 3-2 Saints as we head to the bottom of the 5th in what is now rainy Lacey, Washington on the Saints Digital Network. We head to the bottom of the 5th, the all-important bottom of the 5th. If we get through this half inning, the game would count if called due to the rain, and it is falling now here in Lacey, Washington. Sean Wally with you, Matthew Schwerzler producing, and a line shot to short caught by Dipwick. So Kaylee Walker retired, 1 pitch, 1 away. And that's a recipe to get through with the inning quickly. We've already seen 3 pitches, 3 outs by Leverington of the Saints back in the second, and then it carried over to the third with a 1 pitch first out of the third. Strike called to Griffiths, the right fielder for St. Martin's. She is 0 for 1 on the day. Grounder to first, easily handled over there by Kalehuavehi. 2 down for St. Martin's here in the 5th. They lead at 3-2. And if we get 1 more out, Saints could have a victory if this game does get called, but right now not raining too terribly bad. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 to Deweese. She hits it back to the net. Count even, 1-1. Quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Here on this Sunday morning on the West Coast. Still morning. Not morning anymore in Montana. That pitch. Strike 2 over the outside corner. 1-2 to Deweese. James in the circle out of Quincy, California. The 1-2. Hit into left field, and a great catch made out there by none other than Bryn Lucht. All smiles for MSUB. We head to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Saints on the Saints Digital Network. Back here on the campus of St. Martin's University, Sean Wally with you. Producer extraordinaire Matthew Schwerzler. Helping things look good, sound good. Keeping you up to date on the score, the outs, the inning. He does it all.
Number 23, Ashley Goodell has moved to left field. Number 15, Shelby Lawson has moved to shortstop. Number 25, Haley Agena has moved to left field. And entering the game at second base, number 28, Ava Heston.
A lot of changes for St. Martin's. Mostly position changes, same player staying in the game, with the exception of Ava Heston in at second base now for the Saints. Marley Nieto looks at ball 1. MSUB back in this one. They scored 2 in the 5th. We're now in the top of the 6th. 1-0 the count. Leverington delivers. That one skied to shallow center. Nice diving attempt out there by Goodale, but unable to come up with it. So Nieto is at first base. Tying run on the base path for MSUB. Kaylin Galvin is 0 for 2. Leverington fires home. Bunt up in the air. Thankfully for Galvin, it goes back towards the screen, and it's just a strike. Leverington's 0-1. That one fouled away. Out of play. Count goes to 0-2. Leverington with 5 strikeouts. Looking for her 6th. The 0-2 to Galvin. Ripped into left field. And the catch is made. Line drive shot to left. Catch made by Haley Agena. One down with Nieto on first. Bryn Lucht ready to step in the batter's box.
Your attention, please. Now batting for Montana State Billings, number 25, Peyton Roberge.
Peyton Roberge will be pinch hitting for MSUB. Roberge, a freshman from Ranch Sonata Margarita, California. Say that 3 times fast. The count 0-1. Now 0-2 as she fouls that back to the screen. The 0-2. Does it catch the outside corner? It does not. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Roberge, who is pinch hitting. Good Roberge in that crouch, making the strike zone awfully small, but she swings and misses the offering from Leverington. So down on strikes is Roberge. 2 outs for MSUB here in the 6th. We're just now at an hour of play. Almost through 5.5 innings. Thanks to the rain, the umpire now using a towel to wipe off home plate. Guess he didn't bring his waterproof brush. Kalehua Vehi now, the first baseman for MSUB. Sends that one foul over the Saints dugout, out of play. Jaslyn is 1 for 2. The 0-1. Unable to connect, it's 0-2. Leverington with 6 strikeouts. She would love number 7 right here. That one just a bit outside. 1-2. Kalehua Vehi from Folsom, California. The 1-2. Upstairs. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 with 2 down here in the 6th. High and outside. Count goes full. You have to wonder what the culture shock was like for Jaslyn and anybody else from the south, southwest, southeast that now spends 6, 7, 8 months a year in Montana. After the ground outs, that ends the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Saints on the Saints Digital Network. To the top of the order we go for the Saints. It's Ashley Goodell leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Saints. Of course, in softball, it's a 7-inning game. You have to complete a minimum of 5 innings for a game to be considered full. And we do have quite a bit of rain in the forecast, but so far so good. We're getting through this one. And Goodell grounds out to James. Comebacker handled easily. 1 down for St. Martin's. Heather Ebner now 1 for 2 on the morning. Still 15 minutes of morning on the West Coast. That ball ripped in to left field. Nice line drive. Catch made out there by... Helps if I look at the right roster. Bryn Lucht handles the line drive. 2 outs for St. Martin's quickly here in the bottom of the 6th. Shelby Lawson for the Saints. Skies that to center. Backing up is Nieto, and the catch is made to retire St. Martin's here in the 6th. Final ups for Montana State. We head to the top of the 7th. Saints 3, Jackets 2 on the Saints Digital Network.
Number 7, Lauren Blazechek.
Lauren Blazechek leads off the top of the 7th for Montana State Billings. They need a run. They trail St. Martin's 3-2 here in Lacey, Washington in this GNAC battle. Sean Wally with you for what is hopefully 2 games today. Doubleheader slated on the GNAC schedule. This was the original schedule. This is not a doubleheader due to a makeup or anything like that, but a lot of rain in the forecast here this afternoon. Count quickly 0-2 on Blaschek. She is 0 for 1 on the day. Leverington's gone the whole way, which is par for the course for St. Martin's. The 0-2. Grounder back up the middle. Great play across by the shortstop. The throw is in time. Great defensive effort by Shelby Lawson coming across the diamond, grabbing the grounder in front of second base, and the strong throw over to first. One away for MSUB. They need a run to stay alive. Winterhurst from the right side. Leverington fires. Just a bit low and outside. 1-0. Hurst, a sophomore from St. Joseph, Missouri. The 1-0. Inside. Ball 2. Leverington's 2-0. Ripped to short. A busy inning for Lawson, but that one she can't handle. And Hurst will be at first base. MSUB has what they need, a runner and a chance. They need a run to stay alive.
Now adding number 27, Ashley Akers.
Ashley Akers, a chance now for MSUB with one down here in the 7th. That one fouled out of play. Leverington's allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs, and she has struck out 6. Akers does have the 2 RBIs today. 1 for 2. Helping MSUB get those 2 runs. Oh, and 2 to Akers. Akers blasts that one deep. It's got a chance, and it's off the very top of the fence. Just missing a 2-run home run is Ashley Akers, but it still works because coming all the way around to score is Winterhurst. An RBI double. What a morning for Ashley Akers. She's responsible for all 3 runs. We are tied at 3 here in the top of the 7th, and I tell you what, that ball just was a foot from a home run, which is a good thing for St. Martin's because they were a few inches to a foot away from trailing in this one. And as of now, it's just a tie game. Murphy's Law. Lots of rain. Let's have a tie game and go extra innings. Top of the 7th. MSUB has tied it thanks to Ashley Akers having a great day at the plate. Avery Gray now trying to get the run home from second base. And that is Riley Warden out at second, has taken over for Akers to run. Count 1-1 on Gray. Gray is 0 for 2 with a strikeout here still this morning in the Pacific time zone. That one skied into right field. Catch made out there. It's Annalise Griffiths grabbing that one for out number 2. Able to hold the runner at second. Kennedy Dipwick now trying to break the stalemate. That ball sent back to the screen, 0-1. The 0-1 to Dipwick. Leverington gets the second strike. 0-2, 2 down, top 7. The Jackets have tied it at 3. Leverington's 0-2. Looks to be over the outside corner, and it is. Leverington's 7 strikeouts through 7. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Saints a chance to win it. They need a run to do so on the Saints Digital Network. The Saints a chance to win it. We're tied at 3. MSUB, quite the comeback. Scored 3 late. And there's a good start for St. Martin's as that ball mishandled out there at second base by Blaschek. Saints in business with the runner on. Kai Schultz now with Ajana over at first. James still out there dealing. Bunt down. Throw to first. Nice pick off the hop. Schultz is out, but she does advance Ajana to second. So with 1 down, Saints have the winning run in scoring position. And I'm assuming a pinch hitter for St. Martin's as coach is talking to home plate umpire. Amanda Peterson will pinch hit with a chance to win it for St. Martin's. James fires. Peterson looks at ball 1. James has allowed 4 hits, given up the 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. Over the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1. 1 down on the sacrifice bunt. That ball upstairs. Count goes to 2-1. Walker due up next. The 2-1. Low and in, ball 3. Not a huge deal if James loses Peterson, because the only run that matters is out there at second base. Ball tapped foul. Count goes full. Saints have the winning run at second base. James delivers the 3-2. That one's skied deep off the fence in left center field, and St. Martin's wins it. A deep drive by pinch hitter Amanda Peterson gives the Saints the win 4-3 over Montana State Billings here in Game 1 on this Sunday. Great comeback by MSUB. They were down 3. They come all the way back to tie it, and the Saints find a way to win it on the deep drive. RBI double from Amanda Peterson. St. Martin's with the win, 4-3 over Montana State. Billings will have Game 2, weather permitting, in about half an hour. So be sure to check back in here on the Saints Digital Network as these two teams square off again on this Sunday. For Matthew Schwerzler, I'm Sean Wally. Saints win it 4-3 here in Lacey. Good afternoon, everybody. As you can see, tarp on the field, rain falling here in Lacey at St. Martin's University. Sean Wally here as we are trying to get Game 2 of a doubleheader on this Sunday in, but Mother Nature might be winning this afternoon battle. A lot of rain scheduled the rest of today, but as of now, still just a delay. Nothing canceled as of yet. Of course, these conference games, very important for the end-of-season GNAC championships, and we'll do everything we can to get this one in today if possible. Matthew Schwerzler, producer extraordinaire, has ordered a retractable roof, but not sure it's going to make it in time here to Saints softball field. And we will update you as soon as we know more. Currently a rain delay between MSUB and St. Martin's here in Lacey on the Saints Digital Network. Good afternoon, everybody. Sean Wally here with you. Thank you for hanging on with us if you are expecting Game 2 of this Sunday doubleheader between Montana State Billings and St. Martin's. And as you can see, the tarp is on the field, and the rain has not let up and is not supposed to for the majority of the rest of Sunday. So the second game of this doubleheader has been canceled and will be rescheduled at some point before the season is out. Not sure of a makeup date yet. So St. Martin's takes the Game 1 win 4-3. Game 2 rained out. And these two teams will now move on to the future of their GNAC schedule and try to get this one rescheduled at a later date. Game 1 goes to the Saints, 4-3 over MSUB. Game 2 goes to the Rain. So thank you for joining us and sticking it out and waiting for some softball here this afternoon. For producer Matthew Schwerzler, I'm Sean Wally. Thank you for